similar to this. This program is called Audacity, and if you have successfully logged into your Blackboard account, you will see on the left side of the screen the navigation bar. Under the navigation bar, I would like you to click on the discussion thread. Under the discussion thread, there is two threads that are listed currently. One is the rules and guidelines for posting your responses in any thread, and the other one is the first assignment for week 1, and that is the introductions. You'll notice that there are two files. One says audacity-win-2.0.3.exe. The other one is the lame encoder, which is libmp3 lame-win-3.98.2.zip. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Audacity page, and we're going to download that. Now, I've already downloaded it, but you would, if you click on that link, it'll ask you to do, it'll look just like this once you click on it. And you left click with your mouse. The screen that comes up is opening audacity-win-2.0.3.exe. I'm using Mozilla Firefox in Blackboard. I prefer Mozilla because it works well with most of the applications in Blackboard, and I find that my students have fewer problems using Mozilla than they do with Internet Explorer. However, should you be using Internet Explorer, then your message would be to either run or save, and it would be located down at the bottom of the screen. It would be a yellow bar, and you would do run, don't do save. Okay, since I already have this downloaded, I'm going to go ahead and click out of this and go to my downloads. Now, depending upon your speed of your computer, it can take about 1 minute to 2 minutes to download. Once you have gone through it downloading and your download says it's ready, you would then, under Mozilla, click the Run button. In an Internet Explorer, it'll automatically do the Run feature, so you won't have this exact step. So you click Run because you don't want to cancel, because then you will not execute the file. What you're going to see now is it's going to ask you to select your language for this program. You're going to select English. Click OK. The next screen will be Welcome to the Audacity Setup Wizard. Click Next. This box here gives you the information about the fact that Audacity is a free open source application that allows you to record and edit sounds. We're not going to go through and read every one of those lines. You can read that at your leisure. So click Next. This next page is telling you that you need to select the destination location. Now, all computers have a default location set up for files when you download them. Do not change that, because then you're changing the default location, which makes it harder for you to locate the files if you needed to do any repairs or adjustments. So just allow the default settings to take place. Click Next. And then it says, I already have this folder in place. Do I want to overwrite it? You won't get that message unless you've previously installed it. If you have installed it, you probably have an older version, in which case you still would want to say yes, overwrite it, because you'll want the most current version. So you click Next. The next screen will say that there's some additional tasks that you could enable. One is to create a desktop icon, and the other is to reset preferences. Do not click on the box that says Reset Preferences, but click on the box that says Create a Desktop Icon, and then click Next. The next stage is telling you where it's going to go. It gives you a second time to look at where you've told your computer to put the file. Again, if you didn't change your default location, it's going to be under the C file, under Program Files, and then Audacity. You click Install, and then it takes, probably a few seconds. It goes fairly quickly as it's extracting all of the files that are necessary for Audacity to run successfully once you have completed the task. The one thing you want to make sure you do is that if your computer falls asleep, it will basically kind of pause the process. So if possible, sit in front of your computer and allow it to go through the steps. It may seem like a long time, but it really is only a couple minutes at most. But if it does go to sleep, sometimes that will cause a problem with the application launching. So now is saving the uninstalled information to your program file that you've designated. This information talks again about, just the specifics about the program. You can read that at your own time, on your own time, and click next. Now, the last box here says it's completed the setup, and normally I would say yes to click finish. I do not want you to click that at this point because we have a second file that is necessary for you to be able to convert your completed introduction into an MP3 format. If we simply clicked finish here, then we would not be able to utilize the export feature that is present in the LAME encoder. So click minimize right here and put that in the box. Now, the link that is listed under Blackboard will take you to this page. What you want to note is that there are two different downloads here. It says start download. It's a download over here. Do not click on either one of these. These are downloading other applications that are not specifically required for Audacity. What we want is this program right here where it says for FFmpeg/lame on Windows, and then below it says lame version 3.99.3 for Windows.exe. Left click with your mouse on that link. Now what's going to come up is the file that says save file or cancel. Again, this is going to be different if you're using Internet Explorer. You'll have the run or save feature down at the bottom of your page, and you will click run. In Mozilla, we have to click save. Now I already have this file downloaded, so I'm going to go ahead and click the X button and go to my own downloads. So again, in Mozilla, it's going to come up at this point and allow me to run it or to cancel it, and of course I'm going to run it. So it takes less than 2 minutes to complete this process as well. It comes up with a box that says set up lame, and then you need to click next. This information again is talking about specific information to this program and why it is packaged separate from Audacity, and that is due to licensing issues within different countries. So read that at your own leisure and click next, please. This goes to the destination file that is already a default setting. Unless you have a need to change that, I again recommend that you just go with the default, which is usually your C drive and program files. And you'll see lame for Audacity. Click next. Again, click the install button. It installs the information and then it's saving it. At this point, you click finish. Okay, so now we can go down to our setup of Audacity, and remember we minimized that and it would be at the bottom of your page. Now we can click finish and it's going to launch Audacity for us. When it comes up, it's going to show you a screen that looks just like this. You'll see Audacity in the left corner. You're going to see 6 buttons across the top. This is to pause, this is to play, stop, skip to start, skip to end, and then record. Now to show you how this works, I'm going to click on the record button. Right now it's recording this part of the tutorial that I'm doing. So I'll click the stop button. As you can see, I have squiggly marks going up and down, which means I've successfully recorded my voice. I would next go to the file button up here. Now normally our inclination is to do a save as when we're finished with something, because that's our normal in any type of Microsoft Office function. What we want to do is go to export, and you only see export if you've successfully launched the lame encoder and you've downloaded it. So you click on that, and the box that's going to come up is going to be the export file. Now mine is always defaulted to save on my desktop because I like to access those files right away, and typically I don't keep them for that long, or I'll put them on my portable hard drive. You know that you've downloaded the lame encoder successfully if the save as type comes up automatically as MP3. In the case that it doesn't, you can click on this down button and see if maybe you haven't used it enough that it doesn't know that that's the default. If you do not see the MP3 on this list, you did not download it correctly, in which case you will need to go through those steps again. And you can use this recording on this tutorial to do that. So I'm going to click cancel because I don't want to save this. Okay, that should get you through downloading and launching Audacity, downloading and launching the lame encoder. And remember, do not click finish on the Audacity